Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how you can overcome those energy vampires in your life. But before we dive into that, hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to know more about what's up and coming with the Mystery Witch School, if you want to join the Mystery Witch School tribe, then do sign up for my newsletter. It's delivered weekly and it just lets you know what videos are coming. It invites you to my Facebook Live, which is it's a weekly event, and there you can join in on conversations, and it'll also give you updates about our courses and various other offerings that are going on at the Mystery Witch School. So do sign up for that if you haven't joined already, and the link to that is in the description field below this video. So energy vampires. I have done a video about energy vampires. It was quite a while ago. This one is just an addition to that because they're so prevalent in life, and not just as individuals. We think of energy vampires as, those individuals, maybe their friends, maybe their family, that we find drain our energy when we're around them. They may be people that tend to inspire guilt and shame, self-doubt, those sorts of things inside of us. Often they will use certain manipulative tactics in order to instill these feelings of guilt and shame to get us to do things that we may not want to do, or to convince us of things we're not really convinced about, to encourage us or to influence us in some way that may even go against our very truth or our own logic. And they use all of these manipulative tactics. But they're not just individuals that do that, of course. Institutions can do that, groups of people can do that, political institutions can do that, and in any human institution where you've got a group of people or individuals can be draining your energy and can be manipulating you through using these tactics. As humans, we're a social species, and we want to feel like we are a valuable member of a group, that we are valuable in and of ourselves, and we want to belong. And we want to be able to be seen as being good, and we have this innate need to please. So that makes us very vulnerable to be manipulated by people who will use guilt and shame and all sorts of nasty things to be able to make us tune into that, if I need to be seen as a good person, then I need to do what they're telling me to do, because if I don't, they're telling me that I'm a bad person, or they're telling me that I'm this, that, or the other. We see that a lot throughout human history. Nothing has changed. We're seeing it a lot now. It's very obvious now because we have the internet, so it's more obvious that it's not just individuals in our lives that are doing that. It's institutions and organizations that are doing that to us. And it's time that we learn that this is all a con, that we need to tune into ourselves and really understand the truth of our being and who we really are, and to step into our truth, to know thyself, so that we're no longer vulnerable to these manipulative tactics from these people or organizations, institutions, etc. Now, as humans, we do need to live together, and we do need to be able to be harmonious in the way that we do live together. But when we're trying to manipulate each other all of the time, it's not conducive to that harmony, because it creates a lot of resentment. So if you know any energy vampires in your life, you probably feel some resentment towards them. So that's not a nice thing to feel, and it's a very toxic energy. So the more we know ourselves and the more we can stand in our power and in our truth, the less we're feeling the guilt and the shame or the doubt, and the more we're able to just brush it all off and say no to them, and to not feel in any way, shape or form that it makes us a bad person. In order for the energy vampires to have an effect on us, something inside of us has to agree with them, okay? So that means that there's work to do on ourselves. If we're feeling the guilt, if we feel that we've got to go and do something or be something or believe something or even say something, because if we don't, we're a bad person or we're guilty of such and such, then a part of us must also agree with that. And that's the self-doubt and the low self-esteem that so many of us struggle with. And we struggle with this because we're brought up to have low self-esteem. We're brought up to have self-doubt. When we're children, we are incredibly suggestible, and I've talked about this a lot in the videos on this channel and also my other channel, which is a tapping channel. It's just my name, Sandra Inman, and I do a lot of tapping. And on that channel, I work towards helping people overcome these programs, because as children, we're taught about what the world is and who we are and our place in the world. And a lot of what we're told about the world is not true. Okay, we don't live in a solid world. We live in an energetic world for a start. As magic workers, we know that we have the ability to be able to create our own reality. We live in a holographic universe. It's very much like a simulation, like a computer simulation. And we're not told that when we grow up. We're told that objects are objects and that you can't change anything just by thinking or feeling, or magic doesn't exist. And we're told all sorts of things about ourselves. And a lot of it, as we know, isn't true. And it's been that way for a very, very long time. For a lot of us, we've grown up in religious institutions where we're told that we're sinners and we're bad people right from the get-go. And of course, that isn't true. And so as adults, we have to then go and do the inner work to find out what the truth really, really is. We have to go and dig around to find out what the truth is. The truth is often hidden. The truth is often censored. We have to go and look for it ourselves. And with the current climate at the moment around us, the energy that we're in at the moment, this inquisitional energy, this crossroads between going down the road of choosing to awaken to the truth of who we are, or to go down the road of losing our freedom and becoming automatons and just doing what we're told. We're at this crossroads now where we have to make a decision. Are we going to wake up to who and what we really are, or are we just going to get led down the goat track like we have been all along in the past by those people that are in power and those people that are in control? And this can be anybody in your life. This can be an individual person, this can be governments, this can be institutions. So it's up to us as individuals to go, okay, my energy, I don't want it drained. I came here to this planet to create something, even if you don't know what it is, and to realize that I am the creator in my life and I have the ability to be able to create. And while we've got these people or institutions in our lives telling us that we're bad people if we don't do something for them or do something for the greater good of humanity, we need to be questioning ourselves about how we really feel with that and whether that is actually our truth. And when we do the inner work, when we do the shadow work, and we work on our self-esteem, we work on our self-doubt, we're able to have more confidence in our own beliefs, in our own thoughts and our own perceptions of what really is going on in the world. And that's what the occult path is all about. It's about waking us up to who we really are. And it's been occult, meaning hidden, for these very reasons. Occultism, magic, has never been popular with the powers that be in the mainstream. Because when you start going down a mystical path or a magical path, you are going down the path of seeing reality as it truly is and not what we've been led to believe it is. So if you are interested in witchcraft and magic, this is the time now more than ever to awaken to who and what you really are. And the vampires that are around you trying to suck your energy and trying to manipulate you, use them as teachers and helpers in your life, because every time you come up against one of them or a group of them, even a whole mob of them, they're an opportunity for you to really touch base with who and what you really are. And they give you an opportunity for you to be able to stand in your power and go, no, what you're saying to me isn't true. I am a sovereign being. I am a being who has every right to take care of myself. I have the ability to say no. And if it doesn't feel right for me to do something for somebody or be something that somebody wants me to be, then I have every right to say, no, that's not the right path for me. Because when you choose the right path for you, and you're really tuning into your higher self and what your higher self has, what you're here to do, basically, that doesn't just help you, it helps everyone else around you too. And if every human being on this planet was able to step into who and what they truly are and realize who and what we truly are, and tap into that universal source of love and compassion and creation, the world would be a totally different place. It would not be what we're experiencing it as now. So it's up to us as individuals to be able to do that. Energy vampires are there. They will help you see what you need to work on in yourself. If you're feeling the guilt, if you're feeling pressured by a person or an institution, then take a look and go, okay, what is that telling me about myself? Where am I doubting myself here? It's a beautiful opportunity for you to touch base with the things that you need to release in yourself, the beliefs that you need to transform in yourself. And this is where the shadow work comes in, and this is where the power of shadow work comes in. If you're interested in working on yourself and looking at the shame and the guilt and all of those things that come up for you, the self-doubt, then do take a look at Tapping into Abundance. It is my first book. It's aimed at more law of attraction and EFT tapping, but of course for the magical world, law of attraction and magic are the same thing. And it's got some really good tapping sequences in here. It introduces you basically to the world of being able to change the programs that you've been brought up with that are causing you to feel the doubt and the shame and the guilt about things you really shouldn't be feeling those feelings for. Now, we do have those feelings for a reason, and sometimes we do things that aren't the best decision, that do harm other people. And that's why we have guilt and we have remorse, so that we don't do those things again. But a lot of people out there in our lives take advantage of this guilt and remorse that we have, and they use it for malevolent reasons. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. Blessed be.